On March 17, 1990, inside the electric atmosphere of the Las Vegas Hilton, two undefeated champions stood nearly identical in size, separated by only a quarter pound on the scale. IBF junior welterweight king Meldrick Taylor and WBC super lightweight ruler Julio Cesar Chavez. From the opening bell, it was clear this was more than a title unification. It was a collision of styles, of speed versus pressure, of lightning against thunder. Taylor, blazing fast and razor-sharp, seized the center of the ring and began dictating a breathtaking tempo. His hands were a blur, snapping combinations together before Chavez could set his feet. Chavez, eyes locked on Taylor's midsection, stalked forward patiently, investing in body shots and conserving energy. The first round saw Taylor explode with combinations, stepping in and out with dazzling agility, while Chavez methodically played, measuring distance. Though Chavez landed a few telling hooks, it was Taylor who commanded the early momentum, outworking and outmaneuvering the Mexican legend with a masterful display of speed, confidence, and ring generalship. As the rounds progressed, Taylor elevated his performance to near perfection. He fired 3 and 4 punch combinations, punctuating exchanges with crisp right hands and whipping left hooks that snapped Chavez's head back. Punch statistics told a stunning story. Taylor was throwing punches in torrents, building a commanding lead through sheer volume and accuracy. Chavez, uncharacteristically subdued, found himself forced to fight at Taylor's pace rather than his own grinding rhythm. Each time Chavez tried to plant his feet and dig to the body, Taylor answered with blistering counters and quick exits. The champion from Philadelphia boxed with maturity beyond his years, executing George Benton's strategy flawlessly. Yet beneath the brilliance lurked danger. Chavez's reputation was built on late-round devastation, and even as he absorbed punishment, his expression never wavered. He continued pressing forward, absorbing shots on his iron chin, waiting for the moment when Taylor's legs might slow and the tide could turn. By the middle rounds, the fight had evolved into a breathtaking war of wills. Taylor still dazzled with speed, but he began lingering inside longer than his corner desired. Chavez, sensing subtle shifts, intensified his body attack, thudding hooks into Taylor's ribs and hips. Blood trickled from Taylor's mouth and nose as the exchanges grew more violent. Though Taylor continued to outpunch and outscore his opponent, Chavez's blows carried an ominous weight. The Mexican champion abandoned finesse and embraced pressure, marching forward relentlessly, forcing Taylor to trade in close quarters. Inside those exchanges, the air crackled with tension, every punch thrown with bad intentions. The crowd roared Mexico as Chavez attempted to rally, while Taylor's supporters watched anxiously as their fighter's once boundless energy began to fade. Still, Taylor refused to retreat, answering each surge with courageous flurries, determined to prove he belonged among boxing's elite. Entering the championship rounds, Taylor appeared firmly ahead on the scorecards. Commentators spoke of a masterclass, of a near-perfect performance against one of the sport's most feared punchers. But championship fights are not won on commentary. They are sealed in the final moments. Chavez, understanding he needed something dramatic, summoned a desperate fury. Taylor, perhaps sensing victory within reach, boxed more cautiously, pawing at times instead of firing combinations. Fatigue weighed on his legs. With less than 2 minutes remaining in the 12th and final round, Chavez unleashed a crushing right hand, followed by a devastating left. Taylor collapsed to the canvas, stunned and battered. The arena erupted in disbelief. He rose at the count of 6, bloodied but brave, answering the referee's questions. It seemed he would survive the final seconds and secure a historic decision victory. Then came one of boxing's most controversial moments. With fewer than 5 seconds remaining, referee Richard Steele, seeing Taylor battered and unsteady, waved the fight off at 2:58 of the 12th round. Shock rippled through the arena. Taylor's corner erupted in outrage, convinced their fighter had been robbed of triumph at the very brink of victory. Chavez, now crowned unified WBC and IBF champion, stood amid the chaos, his late knockout preserving his undefeated record and cementing his legend. Steele later explained he stopped the bout not by the clock, but by the condition of the fighter. believing Taylor had taken enough punishment. To this day, the dramatic finish remains one of boxing's most debated endings, a haunting reminder that in this brutal sport, a single moment can rewrite destiny.